I know we don't got sync now, but I need everybody to be, prepared before we go live.
I mean,
I don't
I
want to
feel like
catch it slipping.
I mean, we're all on camera, so it ain't like we finna be doing anything. Anybody gonna be doing anything wild in this motherfucker?
I was about to say, I certainly hope not.
But I mean, I think part of the charm of the show is that we just kind of run amok out here. But anyways, welcome to Politics as Usual, episode 27. I am fresh off playing Ghost of Tsushima all day and all day yesterday. So I barely made it on this motherfucker in time. I'll be playing as soon as we get off this motherfucker. But with me as always, Ronnie and Fee. How y'all fellas doing today?
So yeah, I feel like college dropout. Yay, man! I can hear my voice sounds different.
Nigga, you acting like you out here without an arm I spit.
Well, without
an
arm
I
spit.
spit. Come
Without
on,
an arm I spit.
Nigga woke up with a swollen face and acting like he was drinking Boost for breakfast and Inshore for desserts.
Shit, that's what it felt like. But yeah.
We're here. We almost didn't make it here. Ronnie woke up, had an allergic reaction to some shit.
Oh no, it's a totally.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm making. This episode probably wasn't supposed to happen. I was supposed to be in Birmingham. Then I went online and made the mistake of looking up how much my vehicle tag was going to cost up here in North Carolina, and that shit hurt my soul.
Man, quickly change your mind.
Yeah. Stayed home, and then I had to make an appointment to go to the DMV anyway, so I had to change all the PTO I had set aside for this week. So I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima for the past 2 days. Pretty deep. I would say it's a decent week of happenings. Some new music dropped. We had a pretty good verses. Probably top two or three verses that we've had so far.
It's crazy because as far as verses goes, this is the second one. Then I was like, yeah, this is the one I don't want to see like matchup wise, but it turned out to be pretty good. Because I thought the same thing with Bounty Killer and Beanie Man. I was like, oh, I ain't really feeling that one. But it was like one of the most entertaining ones. So yeah, this made for a good verses.
And we'll dip into some battle rap stuff today because we meant to do that last week, but we didn't. And then we'll talk about 1-2 punching as far as who got the best 1-2 punching. So where y'all want to start? We want to go with the music that dropped today.
Yeah, let's go with the new drops.
I really only 2 projects that that I knew about. I haven't listened to one. First one being Lupe. He did if y'all remember a couple months ago. There's this kid named Kalen Ellis who's a really talented musician, makes beats, puts them online, and Lupe was like, hey man, y'all niggas can't just be putting y'all beats on the internet or niggas are stealing. And that nigga stole the beat and made a song to it and made a whole EP with the kid, which I think is pretty dope. So it's cool. It's not like life-changing. If you're a fan of Lupe, you should listen to it. But there's a bunch of Virgil Abloh sound bites in there, which I guess. But yeah, so it's 5 tracks, but only 4 Lupe's rapping on, so you can skip that first one unless you want to hear Virgil talking. But yeah, I thought it was dope that he that after he stole that kid's beat, he linked up with him and got him some shine. Hopefully get him some more work. I'd like to see more rappers in their spare time like linking up with some of these talented musicians that are out here and doing songs.
Yeah, because as much as we joke on Virgil, I mean that is a pretty good look for Lupe and Virgil to basically co-host this guy's EP. Like, because basically this is very light for a Lupe project, and it's pretty much just to give this dude some shine. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Virgil didn't charge him more than $50.
Yeah, hopefully.
He had to charge him 2 Virgils.
Hopefully, he ain't charge him any more than a Virgil. And then, but yeah, if you're a Lupe fan, listen to it. If you're not, I'm not gonna like recommend it. But if you like Lupe, you should listen to it. It's high level rapping from Lupe as usual. It's just that it's Lupe. It's low level Lupe, but it's still high level rapping. Like you can tell he wasn't going super duper hard on this shit, but it was still cool. And then you said Currency and Harry Fraud, right?
Yeah, the Outrunners.
Dropped today.
Yeah, it dropped today. 9 tracks, Features from Wiz, Rick Ross, Conway, I think that's Conway the Machine. Not too familiar with him. And Jim Jones. I listened to it one time earlier when I was running some errands. It's a solid project. I probably like Currency the best when he's rapping over Harry Fraud beat. So I was really looking forward to this.
Conway is one of them Griselda niggas. So he
yeah, I know. Yeah.
With Benny.
The song called Riviera. The song called Riviera Beach. So you already know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, cocaine. So I have to go listen to that. That's and Sky of both the KWC and Barbershop discovered Stove Guy Cooks yesterday.
Like he came in the group, he was like, "Where has this nigga been?" I was like, "Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club." nigga is coke rap is so pure. Like I would listen to coke rap all day. So I have to go listen to that joint. But yeah, Conway is Westside Gunn's brother. So he's and that nigga can really rap. Like
him
and Benny are like crazy. See, I'll have to listen to that. I saw Bam tweeting about that project when it dropped last night, but I woke up so fucking late today. I think I woke up. I was playing Ghost of Tsushima to goddamn 2:30. And fucking listen, man. I ain't played a game like this since fucking Halo 2. And Halo 2 came out, I think, when I was a senior. I skipped school to go get it. One of me and few homeboys, like I ain't have my license yet, took me to the mall to get it. I was at home playing that motherfucker. Our homeboy Ray had to I was like late from work. Like my phone was upstairs in my bedroom. I was in the basement playing the game. This nigga Ray come down the steps like, "Hey bro, where you at? Like, why ain't you at work?" I was like, "Shit, what time is it?" He was like, "Nigga, it's 5. I had to be at work at 4." So that's why I don't buy video games like that. Because when I really like one, I get super duper lost in that shit. Like last night I looked up, I was like, "Oh shit, it's fucking midnight." Like I thought it was like 8 or 9 o'clock. It's fucking yeah. So
yeah, see, that's what I don't need at this stage in life.
Nah, Ronnie, you need that in your life, man. You need it. Listen, man, you nigga, I'm out here setting niggas on fire, like sneaking up, cutting niggas' throats. Like,
yeah, okay, I do need that.
Yeah,
I do need that.
You can do.
It's like everything Assassin's Creed should be, but it's done so much better. Like, so yeah, I might buy that after this.
The funniest shit about the game is like, so you get a horse like towards the beginning of the game. And so, like, they tell you when some Mongols run up and scare your horses off, the person you're with is like, "Man, they scared our horse off." He's like, "Nah, these samurai horses, all you gotta do is whistle and they show right up." And they don't ain't playing. Like, I can leave my horse, jump down a cliff, run a mile, and whistle, and the horse will be there in 2 seconds. Like somebody tweeted.
Yeah, I need this.
Somebody tweeted yesterday. It was like when you whistle in Ghost of Tsushima, and it had the Falcon on your left from Avengers Endgame. And that's really how it is. Like, you'll be sitting there, and then the horse like, "What's good? Like, what's up? Where we riding?" Like, this shit is like phenomenal. Like, I'm over here completing side quests, just running. I'm about to go free a dojo next. I gotta run into a dojo and kill some niggas. Yeah, you gotta copy, man. It's good. I don't even buy video games for it. But are you showing off your shirt, nigga? What you over there doing, man?
The reflection for the glasses was in my eye.
So. Let me get the logo like that.
Get on my nerves, bro.
Yeah, I was like, what shirt this thing got? So let's battle rapper versus.
Oh, hold on. Before we move on, staying in the neighborhood of new releases, I feel like I got to mention this because everyone would be as excited as I am. Logic is finally retiring, so shout out to Logic.
Matter of fact, let me go to my video reaction.
But he secured that bag though, so I can't even hate on him.
Yeah, I seen him retire, but he also signed a 7-figure deal with Twitch, which I think more rappers are going to be moving toward.
Oh, absolutely.
And if y'all want to hear us talking more about that, check out last week's episode where we covered this and gave a lot of advice. Logic must have been watching on the low. So toast to you, sir.
7 figures to stream exclusively at Twitch. That is not bad at all. Like I am not mad at that. Our boy Chuck, what he tweet? He said, why did Logic's last album not drop? It wasn't mixed. Oh,
No, I'm still so mad at that verse he dropped on that Royce album, man. That was the worst verse I've ever heard.
why is he anywhere near a Royce album? Is my question.
That's what I want to know.
Like,
Yeah, I don't. Then he was streaming and he was crying, like talking about J. Cole and Kendrick. Like, yo, bro, like, how soft are you? Like, come on, fam. Like,
Ryan, just like the one time I can't find the Joe Budden clip. when I need the Joe Budden clip. When I first got the news, that was the first clip I went to. Where is this shit at?
we talking about the one where he be bam with the air horns.
What? Wait. Or my other favorite one. And I've been waiting, baby. yes. We need that. We need Logic to get the fuck out there. I don't even hate Logic for real. The rap game would be better if he weren't in it.
Yeah.
Bro, that's hate, bro.
It's to me, man.
But I don't hate him.
Logic is worse than a whack rapper because he's like aggressively mediocre. Like, so he is like, I could deal with a whack rapper.
But yeah, no, you're right. He is aggressively mediocre is the perfect descriptor for who this nigga is. Speaking of aggressively mediocre, you got to go through your FIFA analogy about your man Jermaine in them two songs.
Oh man!
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, I seen that.
I forgot all about that shit.
I was scrolling through it. I seen it. I was like, damn, who play FIFA? I'm like,
yeah.
I need to retweet this. I was like, oh, that's Ron.
So yeah, basically I tweeted out that I was playing like career mode on FIFA recently, and in career mode you can sign players to your youth academy. So I found a 15-year-old that had a 67 overall rating, like right now at 15 years old. So I was like, oh man, this dude's gonna be fired. I just got to develop him like a bit, but thing is, his potential was only 73. So I signed him thinking I could develop him, but true enough, like seasons later, he hit a wall at 73. So I feel like that's J. Cole. The two, he should be ashamed at the two songs he dropped, man. Like he should really be ashamed. Like just absolutely just like Logic is the Platitude the rapper.
Here go Lee dropping platypus statements again.
So you mean a platypus, bro?
Is Logic is a platypus, Lee? Come on, that's an inside joke. Yeah, but yeah, J. Cole, like I said, he peaked at 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and he hasn't developed any since then. Like he spent every album, oddly enough, except for Born Center, and even some of the themes of Born Center. But he spent his first 3 albums trying to remake the come up, and then 2014 Forest Hill Drive, he finally does it, and then he just stopped developing. Like it's like he made that and was like, well, shit, what do I do now? And it's like instead of just going off into the sunset or like developing the extremely talented group of rappers you have on Dreamville, this nigga keeps on trying to be like the older brother of the Lulz, poorly imitating trap flows. And it's like, nigga, that's not why we listen to you.
The crazy thing is, though, he just had a great article in The Athletic that he posted about him like hooping and trying to balance the hunger between hooping and like rapping. So he said he moved back to New York into that apartment from Muhammad and was trying to exercise his mind because I guess even he knows that he's been lacking in the rapping category. So I read that before I heard the 2 songs. I'm like, okay, this is a good article. This is a good read. I'm about to give these 2 songs a listen.
Nah, man, Muhammad needs to evict him after those 2 songs. No,
he was like the way he was writing about. He was like, I could smell the hunger. I remember the brokenness. I remember having to get $2 to go get a slice of pizza at 7:00 and going through the hunger pains. I'm like, oh, this nigga about to drop some fire.
Mm-mm.
You didn't run the 2 sticks together, fam. This Chief, this ain't it. Like I be trying because I know he can rap, but.
Like I don't know what it is with him, but it's like, dog, just go away. Like you don't have to be active. And he was good at that for a minute. Like he was good at just dropping a project and disappearing, and now it's like he gotta just constantly like, yeah, I'm gonna drop these. No, fam, stop.
Yeah, because he could remain relevant by just hopping on like guest versions of his team. And he doesn't have to drop every year, every 18 months. He doesn't have to. So he can actually take that time to work on something.
If he took the Andre 3000 approach, people would, after 2014 Heels, if he just went to the abyss and came back every now and then, do a feature, people would be longing for a J. Cole album.
Honestly, that's exactly the comparison I was gonna go to. It was kind of like maybe this is why 3 Stacks ain't dropped an album. Because he's like, hey, I know I ain't got nothing to give y'all. Like, I'm gonna get y'all these features, but I know I ain't got nothing that y'all gonna want from me. And it's like Jerry Seinfeld said, leave before they want you to leave.
Yeah, Barry Sanders. Yeah, leave. Well, he also had bad quarterbacks, but still, leave while you're still on top.
Bad everything. But
hey, bro, when you get passes from Charlie Batch and Scott Mitchell, bro, I'm leaving too, fam.
Nigga, one more season and he was breaking Walter Payton's record. He was like,
he was like, nah.
Y'all. I'm cool. I'll never touch this record if I gotta play with you.
Megatron was the same way.
Hey, like
Larry Fitzgerald's still playing. Like, bro, imagine if Megatron played as long as that nigga.
That is like the universal, what I like to call the universal law of balance, to where if you too good at something, the universe is always going to put something in your way to prevent you from just putting shit out of reach. Like Jerry Rice had the work ethic, but not the athleticism. Like just imagine if you put Jerry Rice's work ethic in Randy Moss, most unstoppable football player maybe of all time. Just imagine
if you have to have some kryptonite basically.
Right. Like imagine if you put Michael Jordan's competitiveness in LeBron James's body. It's a championship every year.
Or even if you put Jerry Rice's hands in T.O., like T.O. led the league in drops numerous years, and he was probably the best, if one of the top 2 receivers in the league every year, but he led the league in drops so many years.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
It's like that. The universe is going to put something you get very few Michael Jordans who are that talented and that driven. Even though Mike and like you saw his brother, he's like, oh yeah, my brother's a way better basketball, but his brother's my height. Mike's like, yeah, my brother's the best basketball player in the family, but that nigga's a foot shorter than I am. So,
right.
It happened to be me. Like the universe lets us get like 1 or 2 of those. And with Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson, it was like, yo, you niggas are too fucking talented. We can't just put you niggas on a competent. Aaron Rodgers, same way. I can't put you on a team that's actually going to draft you a skill player in the first round. No. That would make too much fucking sense.
Bro, imagine Aaron Rodgers in Dallas with the way Jerry Jones spends money and acquires talent. That nigga would probably have 3 or 4 rings by now.
Yeah.
Or imagine if Mike Vick had Andy Reid earlier in his career.
Yeah, the league was not ready.
1.5 seasons of what Michael Vick would have looked like.
Or Marty Schottenheimer, because Marty Schottenheimer helped Vick too.
Yeah,
and speaking of niggas that's a foot shorter, bro, why is Nate Robinson about to catch the fade with somebody on this undercard with
Logan
Mike
Paul
Tyson and Roy Jones? Yeah,
I hope he beat that dude ass.
I hope he beat his ass, man.
That Logan Paul dude is a piece of shit. I hope Nate Robinson fucked. Hey, and see, here's the thing, man. Bomani Jones talked about this. The Stay Ready All-Stars, like niggas that are short had to fight for everything their entire life, especially if they hooped. Like if you a short hooper, you had to prove something along the way. Like he talked about Tyler Ulis was a Stay Ready All-Star. He's like, but he's like 5'9" from Chicago. He had to stay ready. Like, so I think Nate Robinson gonna fuck him up.
This, like, a lot of people forget that Nate Robinson is a second team All Pac-12 cornerback as well.
Yeah,
like Nate Robinson could have very well have gone to the NFL at 5'9" and been a nickelback, but he was like, nah, I can also dunk over people, so let me go to the NBA.
Nigga, block Yao Ming.
I seen Nate Robinson because he be on 2K and he streams, and I seen this YouTuber grinding DF like pull up on him and beat him. And Nate Robinson has offered him the fade many times, bro. He do not fuck around, bro. He like, this shit you doing is bullshit. I will fuck you up. Like
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Man out.
Nate Robinson is a Stay Ready All-Star. I have zero doubt in my mind. That nigga, while Derrick Rose with a healthy knee was sitting on the bench, this nigga Nate Robinson was throwing up in a trash can, getting back on the court, crossing niggas and dunking on niggas for the Bulls. Like Tom Thibodeau was like, "Oh yes, this what I need out of my players.
This is what I need. This is what I need.
I need niggas that's gonna go back in when they throw it the fuck up."
Don't let dehydration stop you.
Oh, I can play you 48 minutes and I'll get it. Tom the ligament collector Thibodeau. That nigga ruined so many goddamn knees.
Man, he had Luol Deng looking like
Luol Deng was out
50 Cent in that movie where he was like
Luol Deng and Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah was struggling to get up the court.
Luol Deng hit the wall so quick, like he was good, and then he just was bad. Like
Tom Thibodeau.
That nigga.
Derrick Rose tore his ACL in a blowout against Philly. In a play, he shouldn't have been in the game. They was up like 20, and Tom Thibodeau was like, "No, nigga, you still playing. You don't get to come out. You gonna earn this paycheck tonight, nigga." Like, nah, Tom Thibodeau's a fucking menace. That nigga should not be allowed to coach without a built-in minutes restriction.
Hey, you know who was salty every time Derrick Rose got hurt? Kirk Heinrich. He said, "Damn, my minutes about to double fucking around with this nigga Thibodeau."
Man, the Bulls fucked that up so goddamn. I ain't never seen a play me have such hope for a team and it just get lost that fast.
That was tragic, man.
Like them niggas was with the Heat. They was a 2 guard away from competing with the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. But Keith fucking Bogans.
Yeah, I was supposed to say Keith Bogans must have had dirt on Thibodeau, man. I don't know.
Like, nigga, how are you starting?
Keith Bogans.
Like the game will be close till you get to the fourth quarter, and it's LeBron on Derrick Rose. And if he managed to get past LeBron, D Wade was waiting because on the wing was Keith Bogans. He's like, I don't gotta guard this nigga. If Keith Bogans makes a shot, we deserve to lose. Like that nigga was fucking ass. Like
terrible, man.
Everybody got me reliving some bullshit. But anyway,
my bad.
I don't even remember what the fuck we was talking about.
We was talking. I don't know how we got to Nate Robinson.
We was talking about the universal law of balance, Barry Sanders, and all that shit. But yeah, talking about J. Cole.
Talking about J. Cole, yeah,
J. Cole. But yeah, J. Cole needs to focus on the Dreamville roster has so many talented artists, and they like Ari Lennox is probably the most. Ari Lennox, JID have probably been the ones who have like broken out of that, but like Bass and Kaj should be bigger.
They should be way bigger.
Like both of those dudes can like really rap. They are both really talented, and it's like
you kind of got to look at who J. Cole signed to though. With Roc Nation, Jay ain't the best at really developing no artists. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like successful being around Jay. Jay didn't sign any of them. Dame signed.
No,
Dame signed the Coon. Yeah, Dame signed the Coon. Who was it? L.A. Reid signed Rihanna because Jay wanted to push Tierra Marie. And that shit fell the fuck. This nigga signed Pittsburgh Slim over Asher Roth. And even though Asher Roth fell the fuck off, we don't know. We at least know who the fuck Asher Roth is. And I ain't never heard of fucking Pittsburgh Slim. I'm not even signing a nigga named Pittsburgh Slim. Like, that don't even sound like a nigga I want to hear rap nothing.
Pittsburgh Slim.
Name, like, no, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Pittsburgh Slim? Like, that falls with Smino and Big Sean, and I'm not listening to you because of your name, nigga.
Chill out, man.
Hey. Gotta chill, man.
But Pittsburgh Slim, like worst.
No, I'm with you on Pittsburgh Slim, but we're not gonna slander fucking Big Sean. And
this
I never listened to Smino, but we're not gonna slander him either.
That nigga Asher Roth got on the Rock Boys beat and said Jay passed on me for Pittsburgh Slim. I was like, what? Who the fuck is that? Why would you do that? That don't even sound like a nigga I want to hear rap. Like J. Cole was probably the only artist that Jay like handpicked and stamped that has been good.
True. Even then, he sat on the show for a little minute though.
Yeah, nah, he had him in with the Stargate label that was the developmental label. Didn't think that he was signed, and like he botched that because Friday Night Lights should have been J. Cole's album.
Yeah,
but they didn't think they could sell it, so he drops the mixtape. Then they're like, "Oh shit, we have something here," and it was like. It goes back to that whole thing about like record labels not thinking that internet success would translate to real life as if internet people aren't real.
Mm-hmm. Like
it's real people. Like it's not bots that are chatting this shit up. But yeah, Lee, you missed us talk about the Lupe EP. we talked about that in like the first 5 minutes. But yeah, me and you will talk about that offline. I know you probably got a way different interpretation of that than me. because this nigga Lee be over studying Lupe albums like they dissertations and shit. But Lee raps like that as well. If y'all don't know, like Lupe is like Lee is a really, really, really high level.
Yeah, top level rapper. Yeah. Like
I used to joke and say I was going to diss Lee, and then I heard that nigga rap, and I was like, oh, never mind. And I am not a nigga that backs down from rap challenges often, but I heard this nigga Lee rap, and I was like, oh nah, I can't do that. That's I'm cool. So check out his music if you like really densely layered like shit, and it's good music too. But J. Cole got to get the fuck out of here. He got to go. Stop.
Yeah, rapping. I'm gonna create a change.org petition against that nigga, man. Like he really has to get some producers.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I think he needs somebody like I don't understand why Young Thug. Well, I think it should have been the other way around. Like I think Young Thug should be the one executive producing Cole, not Cole executive producing Thug. Like, nah, nigga, y'all got that shit backwards. Cole
because it's wild because for him to be a rapper / producer, it seems like somebody like a Young Thug has a better understanding of like just music and melody and songwriting than he does.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, and that's what kills me with fucking Cole. Like the singing, the monotone. I hate it. It up like I used to enjoy it. Now I can't fucking stand it.
I don't know what happened because the tail end of 2014 Forest Hills Drive, he seemed like he was good at that.
Yeah.
Like with Apparently and Saint-Tropez and Hello, like he seemed like he was headed there. And I don't know what the fuck happened to him since then.
Like that Deontay Hitchcock album, that's what kind of turns me off from it, because he's doing that fucking monotone, not good singing shit. I'm like, bro, nah, fam, you don't need this. Just fucking rap, bro. Just rap.
Yeah, that's a function of the game. But like, I understand it from a Deontay Hitchcock because he ain't at that level. But Cole don't need to do that. Like, nigga, you have your fan base right there. They're gonna eat up whatever you throw at them.
Yes, i.e. Supreme Dreams. Them motherfuckers put out a video about them two, like, oh, we flipping niggas like exclamation points. I got shooters that are shooting guards. Like, nah, bro. Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Supreme,
don't do that.
I ain't seen a bad Supreme Dreams video.
The video is golden, but it's
no. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need somebody to give them a deal on a sketch comedy show.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I need Netflix to like get him a bag and just be like, hey, develop some content, because them niggas don't fucking miss. Them RDC niggas, them niggas do not fucking miss. Them niggas,
they're fucking like Anime House, Video Game House. Like,
yes,
when they do them long videos, they be in a fucking bag when they do them.
Niggas, like the Amber Alert video, the Popeyes videos, like them niggas do not fucking miss. Like
UPS video, like, man.
Bruh, I have not seen a video from them niggas where I wasn't laughing. Like, I haven't seen a video where I'm like, yeah, that's hitter. Like, they ain't Desi Banks out here.
Nah.
Because that nigga just ain't funny. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say.
Nah,
that nigga's fucking funny. That nigga's just loud. He just loud.
He forced.
Yeah, like that nigga just loud. Them Supreme Dream niggas, them niggas is legit talented. Supreme Dreams is the one dude. Or them RDC, them niggas don't miss.
Because it's when you're doing something genuine and something that you like fucking fuck with, it's always gonna be better.
Yes,
right.
Like, please, somebody get him some money so they can do a show. Please, I'm begging you. Like, that shit would be fucking hilarious. That shit would be a nerdy Chappelle show.
Bro, Cash Money Mark? Oh my god, bro. Oh, man.
Yeah. Somebody please get him some money. But so let's go to the verses this week. DMX shot niggas. I wasn't.
Bro,
I don't know how. Like, how can DMX possibly shock you?
This the thing that people, when they come to these fucking verses, just because you've been good for a long time, like DMX or Snoop has been around damn near 30 years, but DMX's run was so good from 98 to 2003.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5-year run, but that nigga didn't miss for 5 fucking years. So he has a lot.
He's had several misses in his 30 years.
Right.
Yes, but I mean he has longevity. So when people were like, Snoop gonna watch DMX. I'm like, nah, bro, because DMX really didn't miss for 5 fucking years. 5 #1 albums in a row.
6.
Like, oh, okay, excuse 6. That nigga, he didn't fucking miss, bro.
The only artist in any genre to do that, by the way, to have 6 straight albums debut at #1, and they were his first 6. That's never been done by any other artist in any other genre.
That is insane, man.
And he missed 7 by a couple hundred copies.
And he was, and it wasn't like they were spaced out. Like he dropped 2 in what
91 1 year, and then the rest was like back
after year.
Yeah, like he was fucking. So I figure X was gonna win.
Like just even though those last out like after and then there was X, the albums kind of got shakier, but he always had a fire ass single or 2 off of those albums, and then you throw in features, the Rough Rider shit, and then just the B-sides off of those first 3 albums. What did you expect? Like I was legit when niggas was like, "Oh, Snoop finna kill him." I was like, "Oh, y'all don't know DMX for real."
Yeah, y'all.
Like there's a couple tracks that DMX got that Snoop was either gonna be forced to take an L on or use one of his heavy hitters and make it debatable. But like a song like "Slippin'," I don't know personally. I don't know that Snoop has a song in his catalog.
No comp for that. Nah.
Like that is like that's the big joker. There's not much that you throw.
Oh, DMX plays "Slippin'" for the judge, and the judge like, you know what, we gonna reduce your sentence.
Like, and if you've never heard the unedited, because whoever did the sample, they made it so that it had to be edited, but the unedited version is out there on the internet. If you've never heard it, like it makes the song that much better. Like that is just raw emotion right there. Like there's nothing Snoop had for that, and even some of his big like DMX got hits, man. Like he has hits,
bro.
Like,
and even like when it came to the chick songs, like when "What These Bitches Want," Snoop don't have nothing for that to me. Like he has "Beautiful." I enjoy "Beautiful." He has a couple songs off of R&G, but they just don't fuck with "How It's Going Down" and "What These Bitches Want." That's 2 songs right there. That or 2 rounds that DMX was automatically gonna win for me because Snoop don't really have nothing for that.
Yeah, and it's like the songs that like Snoop probably has like the bigger records, but I don't know that his B-sides were fucking with DMX's B-sides. And this is one of those styles make fights type things. Because when it came out, I was like, I would have rather seen somebody else because this is largely smooth West Coast shit versus gritty East Coast shit. And to me, those 2 are like in completely different like subgenres. But even still, like the way that people were reacting, I was like, yo, y'all really have not learned. Like the only verses that has gone the way everyone thought it was gonna go was Nelly and Luda. Outside of that, every time somebody was like, "Oh, that nigga finna get watched," and it was like, "Oh, damn!" Like it started with Jonte and Neo.
Like people don't know about Jonte.
Jonte also has done
exactly, and then they were like, "Oh shit!"
But see, this is the thing. I knew about Jonte because being a Nelly fan back in. It's probably 07 or 08. Jermaine Dupri used to shoot on YouTube all the time, and he had the Ocean 7. And then Jonta was in the Ocean 7. It was like JD, Usher, Nelly, Bow Wow, Jonta, Brian Michael Cox, and it might have been one other person. But I would see Jonta around these niggas, and then I heard him on a mixtape they had, and he could rap, he could sing, and he penned a lot of people's shit. So the average fan don't know these things. So going into a versus, the underdog is usually gonna surprise the person who's heavily favored because the average fan doesn't know what the underdog has.
Yeah, but growing up in a household where not growing up in a household, but spending summers with our dad who's a hip hop head, like I was listening to DMX, so I knew about DMX, and I was just like when the matchup came out, I was like, Snoop might get him depending on the song selection, but when everybody was like, "Oh man, it's gonna be like 15-5," I was like, "Oh, y'all niggas is in for a hell of a surprise."
And Snoop shot his load too early. Like he played all his best songs like in the beginning, and then in the middle, he just got flat, and DMX was washing him in the middle, and then at the end, Snoop picked up again where you can give some ties out, but. DMX is way more consistent with the hits than Snoop was.
Yep. Yep. But shout out to DMX, man. I was I enjoyed his old man energy. The funniest shit to me was when Snoop was trying to get that nigga to freestyle at the end.
X was so ready for that shit to go. Like, bro, come on, man. You AJ, you Snoop, bro. I'm DMX. Like, hey, bro, come on, man.
Come on, man.
No, that is true. Like that when we was younger, that is exactly how it used to be. I'd be sitting there ready to rap all night. Niggas be like, bro, if you don't shut the fuck up, nobody would hear you rapping right now, nigga. Nah. When that nigga DMX was rapping, that nigga started freestyle. I was like, oh shit, if they don't sound like my dad when he get drunk.
Hey, you could tell he was trying to remember shit, but his mind, his mind was foggy.
Yeah, he was like, nah, bro. This nigga been around motherfuckers that been drinking and smoking. X with his past probably don't like being around a bunch of motherfuckers to do that shit. That nigga was not. He was ready to get the fuck out. The funniest shit to me was that nigga taking a pee break.
Yeah.
That nigga was like, nah, hey. you dealing with some old niggas, and they was just like, yeah, nah. I just want for all these like. So I saw somebody like some nigga named Fox challenge Hurricane Chris. The one is like, y'all niggas got like three.
Some Fox for. Fox Emilio?
Yeah, that nigga challenge. Hey, nigga, who are y'all?
Hey, no cap. Fox's CD on Trail Entertainment, that motherfucker is fire. I will not lie to you.
Watch my shoes, adios. Wipe it down. And
yeah, but nigga, why are you challenging anyone to a versus? Nigga, who are y'all?
And Hurricane Chris about to go up the river, so he thinks telling somebody.
Like
that's self-defense.
Like if that nigga, after that nigga play A Bay and Halle Berry, what the fuck is left for that nigga to play? Nobody want to hear nothing else from Hurricane Chris. Fuck out of here. Like I did see Keisha Cole Ashanti floated or Keisha Cole challenged out Ashanti.
Keisha Cole will get washed if that goes down. I'm sorry.
And, unless OT Genesis come through and sing some of her songs for it. Ron's doppelganger. If OT Genesis come through with Cub, I don't know if Ashanti got one for Never Knew. What she gonna throw out after that? After he crip walked and never knew I was cripping.
Bro, that's one round, bro. You just take the L to that one round.
But if he remixed all her songs to Crippin' Records,
bruh. No, man.
Listen to this nigga Kyle. I tried to tell you about the West Coast freestyle. Hey, Roddy, put that comment up on the screen real quick. So we was in the PlayStation chat. This had to be like 2-3 years ago. And we just on there talking. And this nigga Kyle said, yeah, you know, niggas on the West Coast, they actually freestyle. That's where the term freestyle originated. So I was like, what? You think only West Coast niggas freestyle? Like, so we always joke with Kyle. And there was another joke about Kyle never giving, like Kyle said he could rap. He was like, hey, nigga, give us a 16 or an 8, do a West Coast freestyle. So we've always joked with him about that. But yeah, Snoop definitely is a way better freestyler than DMX.
Hey, Snoop was floating on them fucking freestyle, like, and the beats. I think they picked the freestyle was more catered toward Snoop freestyling. Like, it's super late. Like I don't want to hear DMX freestyling over no oldies, bro.
Like, yeah, if you ask them niggas to remix a song, I want to hear DMX do that because that nigga killed Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But I don't want to hear DMX. And Snoop is one of the better freestylers in hip hop. Like that has become a lost art, but like him and Common are probably like I would love to see them two niggas go back and forth on some freestyle shit because them niggas actually do freestyle. Unlike a lot of rappers who just come with something pre-written. But yeah, I hope the next time out that y'all niggas don't do the underdog dirty, that y'all have learned from this because the underdog has either won or made it way closer than y'all thought it was going to be every time.
I still can't like. People just don't know the history of rap. Like,
yeah, they just don't know.
DMX's run was great, and then this brought me to another point when we were talking about why I was picking DMX. Like, DMX was the big dog in New York. Jay-Z was under DMX. Like, people like Jay-Z. He's a billionaire now. Jay-Z was a little nigga in New York for about a long time, bro. Like
I ain't gonna say little nigga, but he was. He
wasn't number one. He was.
Yeah, he was the Kobe to other people's Shaq. That's why I said a couple weeks ago, Jay is more Kobe than he is MJ. Like you can't like maybe 01 is probably the only year where he's like definitively the best rapper on the planet. Every other year.
Even then, it's not even definitive because Nas dropped Stillmatic at the end of 01, so it's like.
And
but it's still
Jay
Yeah.
with Blueprint was that nigga was he was on that was a yeah, like he even said
he was in his bag. That was probably his, to me, that's his best album. So
I mean, he said on Blueprint 2, everybody looping up so it's like they trying to make the Blueprint 2 before Hove. Like he was on to something like that everyone was trying to catch. And that was when DMX's momentum had slipped. So like, but every other year, I can look at somebody else and be like, So I ain't gonna say he was a little nigga, but it's just that he always had somebody else there, like opposite him, to challenge him. And that's like, but he just did it for longer than anybody else did.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I hope you niggas have learned y'all lesson and start actually like, and stop being so damn because the shit I hate when, because I understand the Southern hip hop has been on top for a long time now, and everybody wants to shit on New York niggas, and rightfully so, because New York niggas are some of the worst niggas on the planet. But like at some point, you got to get out of they ain't play that shit in the club. Who the fuck cares? Like, is the club the only place you niggas listen to music? Is that like really what we determine?
But that's short-sighted as well, man, because I've, like at DMX height, I was in Alabama and people was playing DMX, so that's still short-sighted.
Yeah,
like,
but
we were there for DMX's reign, man, and it was like nothing like I've seen before.
Like they played Jay-Z in the club. DMX got played in the club. Like DMX, like with Swiss behind him, DMX made records to be played in the fucking club.
Mm-hmm.
There's that video of him at Woodstock '99.
That looked like he's playing for an entire continent.
Sea of white people getting hyped for the Rough Riders anthem. Like that shit is like
this nigga is.
And it's wild, but Ja had a run too. As much as I don't really mess with Ja, but Ja had a run.
Ja did have a run. He had a run. Like there's no denying that. And then he did.
But I'm pretty sure Ja dropped 2 albums in 1 year too, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Very Vici, right?
But I think Rule 336 and Pain is Love. I think he dropped both of them.
Oh, okay. Those the 2 trash albums. Okay.
Both of them.
Very Vici was actually good, man. But Pain is Love is when he was turned into an R&B artist.
All I know is when
they were a year apart.
Once Busta Rhymes said, "Hey Jeffrey, what the fuck you coming bothering me for?" That was it for Ja Rule.
Oh, you know what's crazy? RULE is a good album, bro. I'm not even capping. Like after Blood in My Eye, after he was beefing with 50 Cent, if he wasn't beefing with 50 Cent, RULE would have been a great album for niggas. But 50 just buried that nigga.
I actually do think Ja Rule would benefit from doing a versus against somebody because he had enough singles that he actually could be. People would actually probably start remembering his career fondly if he did one. The only problem with that is if he tries, 50 is going to find some way to ruin it.
50 is going to ruin it somehow.
He's going to find some way to do something to make sure that niggas don't remember Ja Rule fine. But either way, this is a good segue into the next topic. Y'all want to do 1-2 punches now or talk about the battle of a couple weeks ago?
It don't either or, it don't matter.
We'll go on to the battle. You might not guess this, considering me and Fee's stances on music and who we listen to, but one of us is a really big battle rap fan, and the other one is a casual observer of the shit. The one that's a big battle rap fan is him. The casual observer of the shit is me. But URL partnered with Caffeine, and they did their was that Gnome?
No, Night of Main Events.
Yeah, Night of Main Events. Gnome. It was the 10th one.
10.
Yeah, the 10th one. And I've only been following battle rap really since like 2014. Like when he moved back to when he moved to Birmingham and like started putting me on it, I kind of paid attention to it more. But I haven't been following it. But there was a Daylight versus Tay Rock might have been like it's battle of the year for me certainly, but that's one of the best battles I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. And you want to talk about like not even a casual battle rap fan? Like I just fell off the game. Like I used to watch. Yeah, I used to watch like Smack DVD, man. So that was my era, like way back then.
Getting Serious Jones in the barbershop.
Right. Yeah, with the big fit at all. But yeah, but no, man, what Daylight did was just
that was fucking incredible,
man.
That was fucking. Yes. It was so incredible. Niggas was posting clips and motherfuckers. I know that don't even watch battle rap was mesmerized by what the fuck that nigga was.
Exactly.
Like that shit was fucking insane.
And this is why I think it works better because most battle rap fans hate when I say this take, but to me, battle rap has become almost like all right, like back in the day, they used to have this thing called the dozens. Like it's basically where you just joke on each other, and then the whoever got the best crowd reaction won.
Yeah, your mama on MTV. Basically.
Exactly. It's not even battle rapping anymore. But when you take the crowd away, like Daylight really got the shine because he was just able to give bars and he didn't have to pause as much as he normally would.
Yeah, and I kind of feel the same, but I also understand like the need for the crowd because like there's some battlers that are better with the crowd, and it's not that it makes it's the way that they can manipulate the crowd. Like Hitman Hollow's really good at that. Like he's a battler that I don't really want to see in a small room. I like him with the crowd because the energy transference between them is like so dope. So there's battlers like that I love to see, but Daylight is built for the small room. Come on, Mr. Battle Rap Show topic.
So, what battles y'all want to talk about? Okay, we'll talk about Tay Rock and Daylight. That was the best Tay Rock I ever seen. Tay Rock and Tay Rock is a nigga who usually benefits from the crowd. So when they said there was no crowd, I was like, oh, Daylight is gonna wash him 3-0 easy. Daylight still beat him, but it was a gentleman's 3-0 because that was the best Tay Rock I ever seen. And Tay Rock would have beat anybody else on the card, but he just ran into a fucking phenomenal pin. And I'm one of the people who say, "What, son? Hold on, I'm in the middle of my show." Okay, okay, Spider-Man. I think A-Bird said name flips are for amateurs, and I can't stand a battle rapper who just name flip.
I love that.
Daylight, excuse me. That's some of the best fucking name flips I've ever seen.
Like that rock and roll scheme.
Yes.
The Rockabye Baby, the fucking Flintstone, like bam.
Bam.
Man, like Daylight was in his bag. I had it 2-1 just because Tay Rock's second round was fucking nice, and I'm just trying to give Tay Rock something. He really got smoked 3-0, but
see, Daylight round 2 was the best to me.
Yeah, like
I like Tay. You could give Tay Rock the first or the second. I wouldn't be mad either way. Like, cause Tay Rock's first, I was so surprised by it. I'm like, yo, like when I heard that, cause I think Daylight rap first, and I'm like, hey, Tay Rock about to get fucking smoked off this stage, like with his goofy ass outfit he had on. But oh my god, he was fighting back. And one of the things about Tay Rock, like Tay Rock versus Calico, is a perfect example. Tay Rock went first in that battle, and he didn't really have any energy. Calico turned up. He's like pushing him in the chest, and then Rock second round, and Rock's known for his second round. And his second round, he got off, his energy elevated. So after Daylight, every time Daylight rapped, Tay Rock's energy elevated. It just wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, this was like trying to go against like Goku, basically. Like no matter how much the villain had, like Daylight was just like there, and that and like those two probably had.
Oh yeah, that's the hard. That's the hardest line. That's the hardest line. Yeah. Is that true? Yeah.
Man, he said, "What else did Tay Rock? I knock Day's head off his shoulders. I leave day by day, like fucking fire. Like Tay Rock is another nigga who name flips excessively, but he had fire ass name flips.
Yeah, like he beats it. Like those two verses were like those two battlers and their 3 verses each were all upper echelon. Like any other night, Tay Rock has the best performance on the card. Like in any other battle rap situation, like it's you very rarely get performances like that. He just happened to run up against a nigga who was better at that and did better that night. Like but
Daylight also has been off for 3 years. He hasn't battled in 3 years. So
has it been that long?
And then he hasn't battled in 3 years. And then also they were both in Dot Mob together with Murder Mook and T-Rex. So
okay.
it was a grudge match because Tay Rock was like, I don't fuck with this nigga. I never seen this nigga, et cetera, et cetera. So they took that shit real personal. And Daylight also had a LA Leakers freestyle before this came out. I'm pretty sure I retweeted it on my timeline. Daylight can rap on the beat too. He was really in his fucking bag. And he fucks with them TDE niggas. So if you're a fan of TDE, yeah, I think he has a battle with Ab Soul.
Yeah,
Ab Soul.
on the end of the album where like Ab Soul is like stand next to the cross. I forgot. These days, I think he's battling. Yeah, he's battling Daylight at the end of that.
He got a retweet from SZA, which is huge from a mainstream standpoint. That's like up there. Well, it's not really up there with Loaded Lux getting retweeted with Jay-Z, but SZA retweeting you what do you say? Rock so soft. I bet you SZA take Rock's paper, whatever he said, like referring to SZA the singer. Like that's huge. And SZA retweeted that. Like that's huge for battle rap. Segue into Loaded Lux and Sue Surf. If you've been on Twitter, Sue Surf has been getting clowned all week by various rappers because he shit the bed to a mediocre Loaded Lux, a beatable Loaded Lux. Surf choked in the first and the third and had a stumble in the second. People give him a second for whatever reason. I think he got fucking smoked 3-0. That's just me. Loaded Lux is too intricate.
Oh yeah, Surf got 30. And Sue Surf is one of my favorite battlers, or was. Like he got 30.
Said not no more.
No, I mean Surf. I liked Surf early on, but he's done this. He's had this streak of battles in the past few years where he either doesn't bring a third or he'll get frustrated and he'll just jersey it. Which basically jersey is how he ends his rounds. So he'll like rap like a few bars and then just jersey and just be done with it. And it's like, damn, nigga, like you just gonna.
But see, I think his problem is he dropped that. He dropped the album prior to this battle. The thing that frustrates me with Surf is you had this battle for 8-9 months. You knew it was coming, and then you show up and you shit the fucking bed. And that's all the rest of the battle rap community's problem with him is you shit the bed. He's complaining of an echo, and maybe it was a bad echo because Saga choked. I think Saga was the only other person that had a that bad of a performance, and because the two undercard niggas was trash, and then Verb and Geechee, they both got through their shit clean. But Surf is way, way, way too talented to get smoked by a mediocre Lux. Lux should have lost. Lux would have lost to anybody there but Saga and Surf. But he still won because Surf never really brings 3 rounds. And he just can't fucking get through his material, which is terrible. But he says he was working on the album and he had a real bad echo. And then Lux wants to battle Daylight. He called out Daylight at the end of his 3rd round. And he was doing the interview, I think, with 15 Minutes of Fame. And he was like, Daylight is the one he wants because he doesn't have to angle. He can just let his pen loose and like really rap. And if you're not familiar with Loaded Lux, I think everybody should be. Lux is another nigga who can really fucking rap, and he had maybe besides Black Thought the best hot 90s, the best Funk Flex freestyle. Like Loaded Lux got busy for 6 minutes, like just straight rapping. So he was like he's looking forward to the Daylight battle because he doesn't have to angle at his battler because he know Daylight is not coming with no personal. Daylight is just going to come to rap. So Lux is going to come to rap versus Daylight. So hopefully we get that at Summer Madness. The only other matchup that's worth talking about, Verb and Geechee. I have a Verb 2-1. I'm biased. I will tell you I'm biased now. Verb is another nigga who can just really rap. Geechee angles. I just don't like Geechee angles, but it's 2-1 either way. I have Verb 1st and 3rd. And then Mike P beat the Saga 3-0 because the Saga choked in 3 rounds. He brought a police officer out in the 3rd and got arrested. He got arrested because he choked 3 times. So it's trash ass.
God damn. Yeah, no, I the only ones I caught were Surf and Lux and then Rock because I fucking forgot the shit was on.
No.
But Yeah, no, I do think like we should talk battle rap more because it's a very it's a. I wish it would get more back, like because to me it's kind of like WWE a little bit.
It's like wrestling, exactly.
Yeah, it's a little bit like the wrestling of hip hop, but there's still an entertainment value to that because because there are some like me, I don't just judge rounds like typically you can give a battle rap round like 2-1, 3-0, whatever. I sometimes will there's some battles where like if you got a good enough round that's just better than everything anybody else spit, to me it's like the NBA. Like if you come out and like you can lose the first 3 quarters, but if your point total was so high in the fourth quarter that you end up with the highest total throughout the game, I'll give you that. Because I think I did that with like Hollow and Charlie Clips. Like Charlie Clips' third was so, and I was like, yeah, nah, that like I get a whole battle to him just because the simple fact his third was that high. There's some battles.
A lot of people do that with Lux and Cal. Like if you look at how the battle went, Calico should have won because he won the first 2 rounds. But Lux's third was so phenomenal.
Legendary.
Okay.
That shit was legendary.
Yeah, but I started doing it by scorecards, like kind of how Jay Black does. He breaks down each round by scorecard. I do it round by round like a boxing fight. I give you a tally for each punch or whatever hit. If you have something that's a room shaker, which is kind of why you need the crowd, because the crowd kind of helps. Like, oh, this nigga shook the fucking room. Like somebody like Charlie Clips and DNA, if there's no crowd, it's gonna be hard for them because they freestyle a lot. What's going on in the building? So if you have no crowd there, that doesn't really benefit them. And DNA is a terrible writer without a crowd. But I just use tally marks. I had Hollow winning versus Charlie Clips because once he says your 4 bars are predictable like a Kit Kat, see how easy it is to spit that. He broke down Charlie Clips style in the first round. It's kind of hard to watch clips after that because he's a 4-bar puncher.
See that?
So every 4 bars, he's coming with a big punch.
Those are my favorite rappers.
Nah, that's like fucking John the Don.
John the Don is my favorite battle rapper. Like I understand he got. So the thing with John the Don is he got caught biting early in his career. Like he stole. What was he stealing? Hollow rounds.
He doesn't bite. His style was flipping other people's stuff. He's like. John the Don is like a mixtape battle rapper. He'll find your beat and what you say. Like to me, people who mixtape rap, it's so much easier for them. I never give you too much credit because if you put a song out and you have a beat, flow, hook, it's easier for me to come behind you and use your same melody and just put new lyrics to that. It's way easier to do that. So I always take credit from John the Don because he would just flip other people's shit. He is consistent though, but you don't get no point for me.
It's true, but the nigga can rap.
No, he can rap, but
the nigga can. I understand it's an unpopular thing. Like as soon as I said niggas like really John the Don, man, because like him and Hollow had a beef because like he was using Hollow angles and it's Hollow the Don, John the Don. Like Hollow was like, nigga, you basically stole my shit while I was locked up, and it's probably true. His trademark is the all of the above.
They got a whole he stole that from Serious Jones.
Yes, he stole that from Serious Jones. Like I understand why people don't like it. I just like the nigga style. Like, but if you what I was gonna say, if you want an example of like what room shakers are, go watch Surf and Tay Rock versus DNA and K-Shine, the first one. That whole first round is nothing but room shakers. Like that shit is fucking crazy. Like that to me is why I like seeing the crowd, because if them niggas are doing that in a small room, it doesn't go over as big as it does. But like the shit that they did in that first round, like it was so bad that K-Shine swung on Tay Rock and ended the battle in the middle of the second round because the nigga was like, they was getting their asses beat. So that to me is why like I think if I'm Smack, I do small room battles with battlers who are gonna be effective in small rooms. Lux, Daylight.
They do. They have the they have the
Smack
volumes.
Yeah,
the Smack volume series, which is it's decent, but I don't like, to me, like, and I like this known because you can really hear people rap, and people like Surf and Day Rock, they always get the gas of the crowd, which is good because they feed off the fucking crowd. But sometimes the crowd is biased. Like people like New Jersey Twerk who stumble, choke through, don't have complete rounds. Like the crowd is a crutch for them. So it's good. It was good. It was kind of refreshing. Somebody like Averb goes to New York and he gets booed every time. He should have beat T-Rex, but the crowd booed him in the second round and he lost 10K to T-Rex for no reason because the crowd was biased against St. Louis people.
Joe in the chat is saying John the Don is the game of battle rap. And that is a very
it really is. There's no disrespect.
Like he like the way Game on if Game has a feature on his album, he's gonna mimic the style of the feature artist, and that's what John the Don does. Like he, and it's not necessarily like who he's going against. Like for my money, if I'm gonna pay to watch a battle rapper, it'll probably be Hollow, just because of like Hollow's gonna give you performance, lyricism, like over the top shit, like all that shit. Like to me, he's one of the most complete battle rappers. But for my own if I was a battle rapper, I would probably be more similar to John the Don or Charlie Clips. Because that's like how I used to rap when I was battling niggas.
Like if I had to put money, like if it's niggas I'm never gonna bet against, I'm never gonna bet against John the Don, and I'm never gonna bet against DNA because even though I don't like neither one of them niggas, they win battles. They always have. DNA is trash.
I hate
DNA is trash, but DNA always has 3 rounds and he can freestyle.
DNA has one of the worst third rounds in history against K-Shine. That shit is so fucking trash. This nigga had someone hand him a microphone to cut a beat on and started freestyling in the middle of a fucking battle. And everyone in the room was like,
he did that against Young Ill. He was like, hey, I'm gonna point you in the crowd and you give me a word and I'm gonna freestyle with this word. Like, no, and Young Ill, and somebody in his crew told him about it before the battle, and Young Ill predicted he was gonna do that in the first round. And then he still does it in third because he didn't prepare a third. So you automatically lose the round because your crew is not fucking tight. Niggas is talking in your clique. So but DNA shows up in big moments, bro. So he's a nigga I wouldn't bet against.
I still hate that nigga. Like I hate DNA.
I don't like him either, but
I never watch that. I don't want to watch that nigga battles. Like I can't. Like if I see a DNA, I have to be bored with nothing to do to watch a DNA battle. To be like, oh yeah,
DNA versus Disaster is a classic. What's another DNA battle? That's really the only one I can think of and 2-on-2s because him and K-Shine. But if you like K-Shine, you have to like DNA because K-Shine's pen got so much better once him and DNA and
I will say NWX double battles are usually good except for versus gun titles and that Disaster that was Hitman Holla and Averb.
Oh yeah, they smoked them niggas out the water.
Like that shit was fucking awful. But yeah, there's some classic moments in battle rap if you haven't watched. There's the whole Arsenal Calico and Detroit thing. Loaded Lux is third against Calico. Charlie Clips is third against T-Rex. There are some classic moments.
Summer Madness 2 is like if you're looking for that's the best battle rap card ever because it's all the big names and all the battles are good. I'm pretty sure all of them. Yeah, all of the battles are good. Not the main events 1 is good too. No 1, all the battles on there were pretty good too.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of classic battle rap like shit. We're gonna try to talk about that more on here, but I wanted to slide that in there because like that Daylight Tay-Rock battle is a moment like that.
Phenomenal.
Had a lot of people from out, and if you have not seen it, do they do free trials on the Smack app?
No, bro, you have to pay your $8 to get your head cracked.
If you got $8, it's worth that battle alone is worth it.
Yeah, but if you're interested in battle rap, it's good because you can go back and catch up on all the old shit. Like it's hard for new fans to come into battle rap because, like, for a lot of people who aren't familiar with battle rap, they love John the Don because they're not familiar with the old shit and they don't know that he's stealing people's old shit. So if you don't know somebody stealing, you're gonna love a nigga like him. But I know because I'm familiar with the shit and he's flipping everybody's shit. So
to quote the great Avon Barksdale,
the game is the game.
The John the Don is the game. All right, we had about an hour. Do we want to get into the best 1-2 punches, or are we gonna say that?
Yes.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah,
I did good research for this.
All right, so the best. What were we talking about? This last week or the week before?
Last
Yeah,
week.
it was last week. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. Who has the best? Are we just talking debuts or just back to back albums in general?
No, just back to back albums because I have a list prepared.
Because I just did debuts.
I mean, either way, let's get into it.
Either way, all right. So this is my list, and it's a lot that I could have added, but I think this is like the strongest for me. Of course, you have to start with Illmatic and It Was Written. I feel like it was written it was written as my favorite Nas album. So to come that hard after Illmatic is just like, how do we even do that? Then of course Darkman X. I don't even have to mention those two albums. We already know which two. I got some flack for this last week. A Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory, Midnight Marauders, UGK, Super Tight, Riding Dirty, Outkast, ATLiens, Aquemini, Little Brother, The Listening, The Minstrel Show, T.I., Trap Music, Urban Legend. Could have went a different way with King, but I feel like I like trap music more than I like Urban Legend, so that's the best 1-2 punch over Urban Legend and King. So I've went that direction. Lupe, Food and Liquor, The Cool, Common, B, Finding Forever. I could have went a different route with Common too because he has a lot of good back to backs. And of course Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly.
You could also go Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City with that.
Yeah, you can also go Section 80 too, but yeah.
This nigga took all my lists.
that means it's the consensus then. Yeah.
Oh, no. Ones you didn't mention. Eminem. Since we're not doing debuts, Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem Show.
Yeah, My Money Eminem Show was his best album to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could go the first three with him because the Slim Shady LP is good too. Dr. Dre, Chronic, and Chronic 2001, since the firm don't count by his own words. So Chronic 2001. I had Outkast, ATLiens and Aquemini as well. And niggas gonna hate this, but I have Lil Webby, Savage Life 1 and 2 because I fuck with both of those albums fucking heavy. And I think Savage Life 1 people love, but I think Savage Life 2 is a better album musically because he's not, all the songs don't end in the word bitch, and he showed a little bit of growth on there. So bro, he had like Gutter Bitch, Come Here Bitch on Savage Life 1. Like he was egregious, a bad bitch. Like he was just egregious with the word bitch on there. I also have Trey Songz, Trey Day and Ready because what?
You threw a curveball in there. All right.
And then The Weeknd, Kissland and the Trilogy. Even though the Trilogy is 3 albums, but they count as one. So the Trilogy and Kissland.
That's a cheat though, because the Trilogy were mixtapes that came out. But okay, we'll let it stand.
Released it as an album though, so
okay, we'll let it stand.
On just from off of albums that y'all didn't mention, Usher 8701 and Confessions.
Ooh.
Okay.
Lil Wayne, The Carter 1 and 2.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know why I missed that. Yeah.
Because Lil Wayne's had so much mid in his career that you might not think he has like 2 back-to-back albums.
and I will say there is like one noticeable omission, and I left it off simply because I can't listen to this dude's music anymore. Kanye, his first 2 albums, but we don't.
No. That's Consequence and Rhyme Fest.
Right. Okay. Consequence and Rhyme Fest.
Vontae. Charity starts at home, and No News is Good News. I always forget the name of that album. Also, you could probably throw Foreign Exchange in there. Authenticity and what was around Authenticity?
See, I would go Leave It All Behind.
Yeah, I think that was the name of the
Leave It All Behind.
That was before Authenticity.
Yeah, Leave It All Behind.
Yeah, Leave It All Behind and Authenticity. That's what I was going for. Yeah. and Love and Flying Colors too. Like you could go the other way with that. Love and Flying Colors is also in there. Joe in the chat is saying Country Grammar and Nellyville. I don't know if Nellyville stands up to Country Grammar. I do fuck with Country Grammar.
Y'all know I'm a Nelly fan, but Nellyville not a fan.
Trying to think if any.
Yeah, definitely 336. Well, Ja Rule's first 3 albums are good to me. Good Money.
I'm trying to think if any groups outside of Outkast and Little Brother need to be. Well, we did mention the Tribe Called Quest.
I mean, technically Clips, you know.
Yeah.
Lord Willing, Hell Hath No Fury.
Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to.
The Game, the documentary,
documentary and Doctor's Advocate. Yeah,
I don't even agree because I don't like the documentary, but I mean,
I that is a quote unquote consensus. Wait, did the documentary come out after B?
Yeah. Documentary was 07, 06.
No, documentary was 05.
Was 04 or 05.
No. I'm thinking about Devil's Advocate. My bad.
Yeah, documentary was 05. I was getting ready to say.
Okay, yeah. This is a good one too. 8Ball MJG coming out hard, outside looking in. Okay, that's a good one.
Okay, documentary came out before B because I was gonna say if that's the case, that the documentary might throw a wrench in our B was the last quote unquote consensus classic of hip hop thing.
Yeah, it still stands. It still
precedes it by a couple months.
Yeah,
just a couple months there. Trying to think if we missed anything.
Bro, Jay-Z don't have none.
Nah, and that's the thing. Jay-Z, I don't think Jay-Z has one.
Yeah, I mean,
my boy Jim Jones, Harlem Diary of a Summer and Hustler's Poem.
Yeah.
Actually, Cameron. Come Home With Me and Purple Haze.
Haze. Okay, Cameron got one. Yeah.
But actually, Jay-Z, because Volume 1 is a couple
Jay-Z
tracks away. Volume 1's a couple tracks away, but you had Volume 1 between Reasonable Doubt and Volume 2. Then you have Volume 3 and Dynasty, which are both on the lower level of Hove albums. Then you have Blueprint.
Oh man, I missed this. Lil Jon, Kings of Crunk, and Crunk Juice.
Okay.
Hard to deny.
Wait. We gotta toss in Luda too. I forgot about Luda.
Oh yeah.
Went back for the first time and what's the second one? Damn.
Chicken and Beer.
Word of Mouth, not
Word of Mouth. Word of Mouth and back for the first time.
Oh, Ronnie, you know who we forgetting? Our boy Gallant.
Oh yeah.
Just gave us two.
Wait a minute. Tupac has to have two.
But which two though? That's the important.
I don't know because what came before was All Eyes on Me before Machiavelli.
Yeah, because to me it's All Eyes on Me and then the 7 Day Theory, which is his best album to me. The Machiavelli is his best album to me because he was really rapping on that one.
Yeah, I'm struggling now looking.
Yeah, I mean,
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Thriller,
well, I mean,
Bad.
I was gonna say Off the Wall.
Now we getting into like obvious ones.
Yeah.
now we getting into the super duper obvious. I mean, Michael Jackson, like yeah.
Because I was gonna say this. I intentionally left off Biggie because to me, not right. Life After Death just has way too many skits and skips for me. But the highs are really high on that album.
I mean, it's the double album thing. It's the same thing with Jay-Z.
Yeah, it's the double album thing.
If Jay-Z would have condensed Blueprint 2 to Blueprint 2.1, then he would have Blueprint 2 and Black Album. But Jay-Z has a quote unquote bad album between there's always a letdown after he gives you a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Because even with Black Album and American Gangster, you got Kingdom Come in there. And even though I am a Kingdom Come truther,
yeah, I like Kingdom Come.
I know a lot of people don't fuck with Kingdom Come. So yeah, it's now that you say that is wild that Jay-Z probably does not have two good back-to-back albums, two higher level back-to-back albums.
Mm-hmm.
Nerd in Search of and Seeing Sounds.
I always go and fly or die over In Search of, but yeah.
Do niggas like Godson from Nas? Because I feel like Stillmatic and Godson could be one. or if you count, or if you throw the lost tapes in there. If you
I
throw the
always say this,
lost
God's Son would be a classic if it had better production because
Did you say that about a lot of Nas albums?
No. I know. Lyrically, that is like one of Nas's best albums, but I didn't realize it until I heard the Knife Wonder remix album, and I was like, "Oh, this sounds so much better over somebody else's beats."
Ronnie, you gonna hate me for this, but I have to say this because I enjoy this album.
No.
Future Sex Love Sounds in the 2020 Experience Part 1.
No, not 2020. Not 2020.
I'm definitely with you because the first 2020 is
the first 2020 is hard.
The first
I know you hate that shit, Rob, but the first 2020 is hard.
Nah,
I love that.
I would go Justified and Future Sex.
Ronnie hates the first 2020.
What came before Daytona for Pusha T? Was it My Name Is My Name?
Nah, because he had Darkest Before Dawn in there.
Yeah, that he had the shit that had like the three names. Hold on, let me look this shit up.
Damn, Rick Ross don't have one.
Okay, while y'all waiting, I too am a TM102 truther. Like I feel like it had too much bullshit in the middle, but it's still a really good album because the way that album closes, that's probably like if you've been watching long enough, AJ can tell you like I'm all about sequencing. The last 3 songs of TM102 are just like really good. So yeah, I feel like that's a good one for me too.
Oh, my boy got one. My boy Starlito got Fried Turkey and Cold Turkey in 2013. Both of those are excellent.
I will say Ronnie's hate for fucking the 2020 Experience Part 1 did lead me to Mayor Hawthorne's that album that he put out.
Where did this door go?
Hey, The Dream, first 3 albums for me.
Okay.
Did not miss.
I'm trying to think if any of my. I wish I could say Mac Ayers, but that second album just wasn't.
Trey Songz, Trey Data Ready, and really Passion, Plain, and Pleasure. That's just personal.
Joe in the chat is saying Rihanna, Good Girl, Gone Bad, and Rated R. I'm not a Rihanna fan, so
I'm gonna keep it real. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't listen to Rihanna, so I have no idea.
The only Rihanna album I gave like an honest listen was like Anti.
Yeah, I know people love Anti.
Yeah.
And I love watching Rihanna do things, but
like I love
Rihanna like just in general.
Did people fuck with the Gifted from Wale? Because if so, Ambition and Gifted.
Well, see, I'm not that high on Ambition. Like Ambition is good. Ambition is good, but the Gifted, I feel like the Gifted is Wale's best album to me. Like album, not mixtape album.
I mean, I guess I'll throw in Cole Born Center in 2014. Forest Hills.
Okay.
I'll give him that one. Do you consider Sylvia Demo to be an album? Because if so, Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah, Sylvia Demo is an album.
So Sylvia Demo and the Wrath of the Sun, was that what that shit was called?
Sun's Tirade.
The Sun's Tirade.
Shout out to Isaiah Rashad, man. Hope you're doing well.
And that's the nigga. Everybody talking about Kendrick now dropping that. That nigga Isaiah Rashad ain't dropped nothing in 4 years. What the fuck is this nigga been?
He had to go get his hair right, man. He had a lot going on.
Hey, my nigga Black, Free Black in East Atlanta Love Letter.
Young Black.
Young Six Black.
Young
no Six Black.
Oh shit. Mac Miller.
Yeah.
You could go watching movies with the sound off in Good AM. You could go Good AM to fucking the Divine Feminine, or you could go to the Divine Feminine to Swimming. I'll give him any one of those. Yeah, gotta throw Mac Miller in there.
It's Mac.
See, I think I'll add in one of those.
We said Kendrick Kyle.
I think I'll add in Jeffrey and Beautiful Thugger Girls too, because I really like Jeffrey, and this is Young Thug, obviously.
Yeah, I don't listen to Young Thug, so I can't.
What came before Dirty Sprite 2 or after?
Does JID have 2 albums?
Technically.
Oh, Dirty Sprite 2.
Was it Honest before Dirty Sprite 2?
I don't know. I'm trying to see.
Honest was before Dirty Sprite 2, but he dropped if you want to go mixtapes, he dropped like Monster, Beast Mode, and yeah, that's when he had
Now,
that
if we're
mixtape.
talking mixtapes, that turns into
yeah, that turns into a
turns to a
totally
completely different conversation. We go Fahrenheit 1 and 2. Actually, you know what, Ron? We really could give Lupe credit for both editions of Food and Liquor.
Yeah. Yeah, because the original Food and Liquor, like classic. Like, I mean, not saying that the one we received wasn't a classic, but that one was just next level.
If we doing mixtapes, 08 Currency, that nigga.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, every month.
Ed Kyle, I don't know that I can give 90059. Like, as much as I like Redemption, I don't know that 90059 was like, it has its moments, but there's a lot of.
No, does Chris Brown have to? Because Chris Brown drops a lot of music.
Chris Brown dropped too fucking much music. I need that nigga to sit the fuck down somewhere. Nigga done dropped 80 songs in the past year.
This nigga dropped a deluxe version of an album that already had like
45 songs.
Like, oh, had 45. My bad.
Why would you do that?
I could only get to 19 on this shit, bro. I'm like,
you better than me.
I stopped at like 10. Like I had to have one of my coworkers I was like, yo, what? Because we have similar music tastes. I was like, yo, what songs do you like on there that I need to go listen to? Because I'm not listening to this whole fucking album. I refuse. I can't do it. Hold on, let me run through my favorite playlist and see if we're forgetting anyone.
I mean, I think that's it.
Oh, D'Angelo.
Well, okay, yeah.
Brown Sugar and Voodoo. I mean,
yeah. I mean, yeah. It don't get no better than that.
The internet almost had to.
Yeah, they were close.
Damn. Nope, he ain't got one.
Could you give Gambino two? Could you give him Camping because of the internet? Camp is too unpolished though. I like that album, but I understand why people don't fuck with it.
Yeah, Camp he wasn't like all the way there yet. So nah.
I know he's persona non grata, but Robin Thicke, those first two albums.
Nah, let's not front on Robin Thicke, man. He was that dude for a while.
Beautiful World and I forget what the second album's called. Beanie Siegel. That might be a good point.
Mm-hmm. On the low, Lil Uzi might have 2 in a row. On the low, because he's fucking critically acclaimed. People love him.
People do love Lil Uzi. I fucks with Lil. I just like Lil Uzi the person.
Yeah.
Nigga is 5'2" and have a nigga running through a coffee shop, scared shitless.
Love is rage.
Yeah, I think that's it for.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Outside of the legends, like you start going legends. I'll give some shout outs to just the niggas that I know. Club Monster, Separate but Sequel, When God Ready, Wade Brown, Coffee and Food at the House Volume 1. Go listen to those. Yeah. I'll show those cats some love.
On the mixtape scene, Wiz with Flight Club. Well, they might be out of order though. Never mind. Because I think Burn After Rolling came between Flight Club and Cushion Orange Juice.
Actually, you know what? This might lead into a good topic for the next show. Best mixtape series.
Okay. No, that's I could get behind that.
You mean like niggas who had sequels of mixtapes?
Mood Music, Food and Liquor, Drought, Dedication.
We got it for cheap.
G-Unit Radio. And we can do like Currency's mixtape run, because to me those are all bunched in there. They're not under the same title, but they're all bunched in there together because he was doing that for a specific purpose. So
yeah, because he capped it off with his debut album, This Ain't a Mixtape.
This Ain't a Mixtape.
Which is on Spotify now, by the way, if you haven't realized, and please go listen to that. Yeah, please go listen to that.
I was so excited when that shit finally made it.
So yeah, we can do because I mean technically, if you Coles come up and warm up as a series.
Big Crit will be on there.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
We can do best mixtape series and we can do best song series while we're doing that too. Because then you could throw in shit like the Heart, Drake's Time and Play series.
I mean the Heart too, man. Just
man, the Heart part.
That's what I knew. That's when I knew. Like I already knew Kendrick was nice, but that's when I knew he was.
The Heart part 2 is unfair. It's just unfair. If you've never heard that, go listen to that. Go listen to all of them, but listen to the Heart part 2 specific.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hey, Kendrick, I know you're not watching, but take your time, man. We don't need music from you. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
Don't give us another damn. Like
that's what the goats do. They drop when they're ready. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to hear. And yeah, Wale's gonna have to be on there. The Mixtape About Nothing series, and you could kind of throw in. I actually like the album About Nothing. Like I really like that.
Yeah, Mixtape About Nothing, More About Nothing, Album About Nothing. That's a good run right there.
Those all have to be on there. Like we don't have. Like actually, yeah, we'll just do like music series. Be it mixtape song.
Chamillionaire. This is so random, but when me and my homeboy dropped our first Money Talks, I studied Chamillionaire and Paul Wall, Get Your Mind Correct, because I was like, what the fuck are we going to rap about if we're not rapping about selling drugs and gangster shit? That album is if you're a rapper and you're rapping about anything that doesn't have to do with selling drugs or an illegal shit, Get Your Mind Correct is the album you should fucking study, because they have everything on there that you can rap about without incriminating yourself or falsifying shit. The perfect fucking album.
You niggas wasn't rapping about anime, fam.
like
they were rapping about money.
Chamillionaire rapping about making good business relationships and stuff.
Rapping about he dropped with Michael Jordan.
He dropped the whole album. Matter of fact, on 1-2 Punch, his second album, Ultimate Victory, it's pretty decent. And that nigga dropped the whole album without fucking cussing.
Yeah. Like he like never cussed.
Like and even on Sound of Revenge, he doesn't cuss that much, but the feature people cuss, so he just doesn't edit them out. But on Ultimate Victory, them niggas get edited the fuck out.
All right, so yeah, we'll do that. That'll be next week's episode. Music series. We'll do songs. Ones that are strictly mixtapes and albums as well. Because Wale kind of crosses over into that. But that'll be next week's episode and whatever's going on during the week. So that should be pretty fun. We might get a guest for that. I don't know. It might just be us. We'll see.
Yeah, we could possibly
and at some point we're gonna do our starting 5 MCs by place and rank those. I still want to do that. And we'll have to have the beat debate as well. But we keep coming up with all these ideas on the fly.
I mean, that's how the best ideas come up.
But I'm keeping tabs on them. I got them in my phone, so I don't, because I realize as I get older, I can't just remember shit.
Young J. Cole nigga, young Wash nigga.
Bruh, I my guitar strings got dull as shit, so I've been waiting to replace them. And so I had this chord progression that I've been waiting to record forever, and I forgot that shit when I finally restrung my guitar, and I was like, fuck, what is it? So I was like going back through like everything I was listening to that day, every Instagram video that I've been watching in that time frame to try to see like where I got the idea from to connect. I finally figured it out, but now I wrote it in. So, but yeah, we'll be back next week. Make sure you check out kidswearcrowns.com. We don't write shit anymore, but we do podcasts. Ronnie just put out an article.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that read the article, and people seem to really like it. I came up with this theory that, of course, Hank Hill voted for Trump, and if you don't see why he voted for Trump, that's kind of how 2016 happened in the first place. But go check that out. It's funny, but at the same time, whatever. But
yeah. So he did like some fictional characters that might have voted for. I saw a nigga saying Bruce Wayne. I'm like, why do you think Bruce Wayne would have voted for? I'm like, come on, man.
Hey man, the tax cuts.
Man,
Like he no think about it. He wants to defund Arkham Asylum so he can have people to fight. Think about it.
Come on.
You know what? You know what?
Think about it.
That's actually a good point.
Like how do people get sent to Arkham, stay there for a month, and get released because they don't got no funding? Think about it.
That is a good point. I'm mad I can't even like refute that.
The Bruce Wayne super PAC. Yeah.
I can't even refute that, even though I've been like watching. I'm watching everything on DC Universe before they get that shit taken off the air, because that shit is gone.
Oh yeah.
Also,
gone.
I've been rewatching the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies this week.
Oh yeah, I need to do the same. Not the last one. That's not his movie, but still.
Yeah, that's just. I'm still gonna. I'm gonna go back and rewatch that this weekend, even though I don't remember it fondly. But that's actually the best reviewed one out of all three of them.
That is crazy because it sucked.
Yeah, because I love Into Darkness.
Yeah, Into Darkness is
Star Trek Into Darkness is like of the last decade of my of action movies, which is the only movies I really watch. Like that's my favorite one, like above all the MCU movies, and people know I love the MCU. Like Star Trek Into Darkness, I can watch that like every day and not get bored. Like I love that movie. And the first one is good too.
Yeah, the first was good too.
Like that, if you've never watched the J.J. Abrams, the Kelvin timeline reboot, please go watch those. Like Zachary Pine and Zachary Quinto.
Zachary Quinto and Chris Pine. Yeah,
I merged them, nigga. Zachary Quinto and Chris Pine are both really, really good in their roles. Like watch those. Good watches. Very good watches. But anyways, we will be back. Same bat time. Well, maybe not the same bat time. Similar bat time. Same bat channel. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, kidswearcrowns.com, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube page. Please hit subscribe on the YouTube page. I guess we're gonna have to do like the t-shirt giveaway to get niggas subscribe to the YouTube page again.
Yeah, we might have to.
I need a t-shirt. Let me get one.
Nigga, we buy our own t-shirts. Nigga.
Like we got it like that now.
Let me enter the giveaway.
We got the Rockefeller chains when you sign.
Steve, what are you talking about when the new ones drop? The new what? You talking about Star Trek? If you talking about Star Trek, that shit is on indefinite hiatus.
Right.
Because Chris Pine was like, I need more money, and Chris Hemsworth said, I need more money. And so was like, we ain't giving y'all niggas no more money. So although I did see a report that Chris Pine finally agreed to a number, they're just trying to figure out like, will it get directed? I could care less. The first two were good enough for me.
I mean, I hope so to keep J.J. Abrams away from Star Wars again. So
please.
I think I think Star Wars is gonna get rebooted. I think they're gonna redo the entire sequel trilogy, which is sad because my nigga John Boyega's Finn deserved better, but
deserve way better. I'm
glad that he's out here like on this fucking streak that he's been on.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful to see.
Is one. If you're talking about Star Trek, I don't know when the new one, because there's been talks of Quentin Tarantino directing the fourth one or him doing a standalone, and there's so much going on with that. I have no idea whether or not that shit's gonna drop.
Oh, yeah, nobody wants to see the USS Nicker flying through outer space.
Funny enough, I had read that like Zachary Quinto was like really looking forward to that movie.
That is wild.
And Zachary Quinto is a really good actor. But and actually, I just saw that William Shatner said he wants Chris Pine to play him in his biopic.
Okay, all right, sure.
But yeah, if you've never watched the new Star Trek trilogy, go watch that. Is my point. But yeah, have you started Digimon yet, Ron?
No, man. Thanks for reminding me. I knew it was something I need to be watching.
This Sunday, you finally get all 6 of them together. So
it's a
good time like they just met Joe and the little seal nigga Ikakumon. They just met them on the last episode. So you get all 6 of them together on this new one. They attacking the castle or some shit. So
that's fire. I need to get on that.
If you haven't seen the new Digimon reboot yet, it's a reboot of the original series, but they're telling a different story. So it's the same story, but it's updated. It's better. If you have not seen that yet, please watch it. It is really, really, really good. I don't cape for new anime like that, but this one is fire. Other than that, we'll be back next week. Subscribe to the YouTube. buy a t-shirt if you want to support us. But yeah, we're gonna have to do a t-shirt giveaway. But yeah, Fee, you're gonna have to buy your own t-shirt because we have to buy our own. Except that one time that D's friend made us all t-shirts. But this was before you was like official.
Yeah.
Hey man, they only like $25. And a portion of it goes to the operating costs of this website.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
The money, we know that's a lot, but the money goes right back into the site. So, you know.
Yeah, we get a portion of it. So make sure to check us out. We got hoodies on there. We got mugs and shit too. We got mugs.
Look, we got onesies, we got bags, we got
onesies
everything.
for your baby. Like we got it all. You expecting get a KWC onesie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so support, shop with us. At some point, we want to get we want to do our own t-shirt making operation, but we don't make enough money for that. You know how you can help? Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the Twitch that we eventually make. Because I think we should go ahead and do that. I'll just figure out the music thing if we do the after party on there after the fact.
Bet. I mean, because actually, while we were doing that last week, I actually created the Twitch. So, yeah. All
right, cool. Yeah, we'll start broadcasting the Twitch soon. Make sure you subscribe to everything that we're doing. Check me out on the 4 Hour Show. Whenever I get some new guests lined up, I'll start recording that again. Fee, you got anything you want to plug?
I'm buying a sneaker bot soon, so you can get your. I'm dead ass fucking serious. I'm buying the sneaker bot.
You have had enough.
I've had enough. I missed out on some dunks today that I wanted, and it fucked my day up because I woke up early as hell to get these shits. So I am joining the dark side. You're looking at fucking Anakin Skywalker. I am about to become Darth Vader to the sneaker game. So look for that shortly in the next 2 months.
Actually, you know what's funny? Like, if we had the time between the two of us, me and Ronnie could probably build you a bot.
Yeah, I could legit more than likely build you a bot. Yeah.
Like you can do it in Python? I could probably do it in
JavaScript. Yeah, in Python.
I could probably do it in JavaScript.
Well,
if we had the time. If we had the time.
Hey,
if that's
time is money. I'm going back to work in about 3 weeks, so your time will be paid for. So either build me one. Either way.
Hey, if that's the way, that might be how we have to make money for the site is build sneaker bots for niggas.
Frustrating out here in the streets. So
the KWC bot, nigga. Get them while they hot. But until next week, we will catch y'all later. 1.
Peace.